Bill Henshaw here again, your friendly local constitutional cook from California. And this is a little bit different video. This one, I'm out there seeking some investment capital here for the work I do. And it's incredible work. And I have a unique talent for doing what I do. I've just been blessed with it. I don't know why I was chosen, but I have it. And we can make a lot of money working together, but also get a lot of other good work done teaching people how to invoke their rights and deal with this system. But that said, what you're going to learn is that most of the perps on the other side, whether they're landlords or mortgage banksters or traffic court or you name it, are committing multiple acts of treason to the Constitution. And that's the framers saying that. And it's also the U.S. Supreme Court saying it, as you will learn. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. And at the present time, I'm ahead of the curve with both President Trump and the U.S. Supreme Court. I know what they're going to do. I know why they're going to do it. The when part remains to be seen, but I don't think it's going to be long because they know exactly what I know about that non-existent 14th War Amendment. And we can take big advantage with that, especially with, corporate landlords and people like that have nothing but 14th Amendment citizens, which you'll learn that 14th Amendment not only doesn't exist, it never did. And that's a lot of bargaining leverage, especially when I can point out exactly what's going to happen when we get to the U.S. Supreme Court. Because with those younger justices coming on, they're now going to have our backs when we get there because they know we have the right to be in that court from day one. And once you understand that simple principle, that's astounding. So we file there, and the perps are going to get effective service process, something we never do. We're going to learn all about that too. But we're going to put in not a motion, but a demand to strike all their pleadings because they don't have standing in our judicial court. That's a default judgment in our favor. And that's the sort of thing that gets the checkbook out because it isn't just one case. Especially if you're a corporate landlord, for example, or a New York bankster, because the issues that I advocate, if they get decided, you know, in, on an open record, especially by the U.S. Supreme Court, that's going to put these entities out of business because it's true for every transaction in which they're involved. And it's long overdue time for them to be put to sleep here and quit doing it. And we'll find other ways to deal with issues like this if we need to that are consistent with the original intent of those racist framers, not in contravention of it. So I'm not talking a hell of a lot of money here. You know, that's the good news. But I can use some to get started, help develop, doing some local videos here, especially for youth with parents who homeschool their children, and may even get them in the regular mandatory public education system so they can start teaching the truth, about American history. And people will know as they grow up and they can teach their children and their posterity. And when they get on juries later on, they're going to know they have the power to rule on the facts and the law. And that can't happen. That's basically another default judgment in our favor. And you'll learn all about that. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. And I'll be happy, by the way, to arrange a Zoom appearance. With as many of the goddamn fucking state bar association attorneys. And you can start out, by the way, with Urban Chiperency over there at UC Berkeley, the dean of the law school. And I'll be happy to do a Zoom appearance. And you're going to find out in very short order who the hell knows the law and cares about it and who doesn't. And I have that gift. The American people will want to make use of it. It's a match made in heaven and for a minimal investment there. So it's just all good news no matter how you slice it. So that said, send me an email, youwinningscourt@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe, like the videos, get the word out. The sooner we start acting correctly with the right issues and the right status, the quicker we make these perverts go away. Thank you.